Welcome back. Let's talk music now, shall we? Nigerian upcoming artist Onwe James Chukwu Emeka, known as Jamie Gold, discovered music from an early age. When he was in his third year in varsity, he started making his own music and released his single Kemjwe with his friend Frank. Even though his mother didn't approve of his newly found passion, he continued to hone his writing skills, and now he has songs like Kemjwe, Azul and Ifoma, just to mention a few that are slowly topping the charts. He joins us now to tell us more. Jamie, very good morning. Thanks for joining us. Welcome.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good to have you on the show this morning.
Yeah, it's nice to have you too. It's a privilege to be on the show this morning.
Great stuff. Great stuff. I'm so glad. What originally inspired you to pursue a career in music?
Actually, I would say there was there's something I came through on Instagram, and there was this woman, and she said something. She said, no matter what you do, it's best you have to chase your dreams. Yeah. You know, sometimes some people get it confused, you know. They could not differentiate their dreams and, you know, business and other business-wise. So after listening to that quote, I was like, you know, during my university level, actually it wasn't easy. And I know I'm this kind of person who has a very emotional person, like my mom. So, but after then, I have to actually say no. Yeah. I have to chase my dream. So I might, because I study industrial physics, I'm a physicist. Oh, okay. So yeah, so I was supposed to work in other companies, but I was like, if I do that, definitely I'm lying to myself. Right. So yeah, I have to like, I'm sorry, but I don't care if mama don't understand right now, but with time, I believe she's gonna understand. So actually... But is she supporting you though? Yes, no,
because I mean, it is your dream and your passion.
Yes, you know, sorry to say, you know, like we came from a very religious background, you know. Okay. So when they talk about the worldly music and whatever, but with me, I have to actually be sure about what I want. Right, right. It's not about what my mom wants.
Now that you've decided to, you know, to make that decision and chase your passion and chase your dream, you ventured into the music industry when you were still very young. Let's talk about your musical background. I mean, what first steps did you take?
Yeah, actually, yeah, it was in my university level. I was in 300 level. And the first step I take, there was this guy called Frank. And you were like, yo, Jamie, I was once a dancer. And they were like, Jamie, yo, you good. So sometimes when we go to the beach, I perform, I do some freestyles and all that. So there was a very good day, and this guy said, a very good friend of mine said, bro, you have to start chasing your dream, you know, because you're going to waste your talent. Yes. You understand? And then we were like, yo, we have to hit up to the studio. That is when my first single, when I released way back, was Kemjwe. Omalicha, baby, Kemjwe. You understand? That was the first time. And ever since then, yeah, I never look back. You understand? I never look back.
Talk to us about the kind of music that you create. I mean, how would you classify the genre of music?
I would say with me, I'm not left in the box. I don't want to be in the box. I'm not in the box. Okay. I do all genres, you know, because if you check my EP, I do hip-hop, I do Afrobeat, I do amapiano, I do Afro-pop. Yeah. You know, so with me, I'm flexible. You know, I'm not like, I know I'm an Afrobeat artist, but I'm not like, I'm not categorizing myself like, you understand? So I'm willing, I'm flexible. So
your music is like a cocktail of different musical influences?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And how much of an influence did your Nigerian heritage play in terms of, you know, coming up with such a genre?
Yeah, actually, they play all kinds of music, and sometimes it depends on the radio stations and all that. So, but they play all kinds of music. Okay. All kinds of music.
Right, right. So what has been some of the biggest challenge that you've encountered as an upcoming musician?
Whew. Okay, actually, the biggest challenge I have actually encountered, it's me being here, and there was this guy actually called Prince Benza, working for Makazi, and he said he's a producer for Makazi. So yes, there was a contract that was being actually signed and all that. So we were supposed to do this thing together. You understand? Okay. So, but along the line, you know, as an upcoming artist, I need those people who are actually out there to support. Okay. So unfortunately, it was so painful that he could not even keep to the contract. And that really frustrates me. That really puts me down. And I was like, I did not do anything. I kept quiet for a very long time. So that is my biggest challenge, because sometimes not everyone could actually have that funds to push themselves. Because
what gave you that push then?
Actually, with me, I believe anything is possible.
Yeah.
So when I see you, I do not. For me, I don't look down on people. I do not discriminate people. I believe that if you are there, and for the fact you're up there, when I come to you, you'll be able to put me up there. You understand? So.
And you touch on a very contentious issue affecting so many upcoming artists, that of contracts. Because we've heard and seen and experienced and observed so many artists falling along the cracks just because of contractual obligations that they couldn't meet, or even unfavorable contractual conditions that they are subjected to. So how did you move away from that particular issue?
Actually, it was really hard, no doubt, because it takes a man of patience and a man who is very wise to say, don't worry.
That's true.
Even if you treat me this way, I could tell you I'm going to use the other way.
That's true.
Even if,
that is
because
so
with my, shout out to Mr. DJ Face, shout out to Mr. Rashid, shout out to Mr. Mike, and each and everybody who has been there for me. So they were like, Jamie, we know we've spent a lot on this project. Why don't we just put this guy outside and face? This is how we went back to the studio, we recorded the Jamie Gold Melody EP, and we're like, without this person, we're going to get there. So my pain is not every upcoming artist, because most people just use, or most people borrow that kind of amount of money. I don't want to mention the figure, but imagine as an upcoming artist, you borrow this kind of amount of money from, I don't know, but telling, oh, don't worry, I'm going to feature this guy. When I come back, I'm going to pay you. And then things just happen like this. The artist is going to be messed up. Because how can you explain? So with me, if not because of God and the help of my team, I have to retract, because I was supposed to be at the gig. You see, December, there was all gigs. Like,
yes.
I was denied from that.
Sure.
I drove to this guy's house on a very good day, and then I called Prince Beza. I was at his gate. This guy refused to pick my call and all that. So with me, I've never said this on any interview, but why I'm saying this is for the help of the upcoming artists, because not everybody could take this. Some people will act otherwise. Some people would, so I would say this. If you are up there and you see any upcoming artist coming to you, and for the fact there is contract or whatever, please make sure you stick to the contract. Help these people, because you never know. You never know, because tomorrow you never know.
I suppose that's we need a separate platform for that particular kind of conversation, because, artists are going through the most.
Yeah, we're going through the most, because that is my biggest challenge so far.
Great chatting to you, man. Thank you so much for joining us. Good stuff. That was upcoming musician Jamie Gold talking to us about his musical journey, his singles that are currently available in all digital streaming platforms, and upcoming projects that he will be releasing this year. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment.